Hey students, good morning. Once again, welcome back to another session of the online English classes. As you already know, we were discussing the chapter MALU BHALU in the previous few videos. So, in today's video, we are going to continue with the same discussion and two stanzas from the poem are left. So, we are going to finish that discussion and you're also going to watch an extra marks module that is available for MALU BHALU. But we are not going to start discussion in the very beginning. First, we'll have a look at all the important things that you have learned in the previous video. So, in the very beginning, we discussed that Malu's mother prepares her to take her first swimming lesson. As you already know, Malu is a little polar bear who doesn't know how to swim. Slowly she is learning things from her parents. So one fine day, Malu's mother hugs her, she loves her, makes her feel protected and tells her that it is time for her to take her first swimming lesson. Next we see that Malu is a bit scared as she has never swum before. So this is something that happens to all the non-swimmers, right? Whenever they are going to learn swimming or take a swimming lesson for the first time, they all are scared. Yes, and at last we saw that Malu's mother advises her not to worry and follow everything that she does. So her mother gets down into the water and asks Malu to follow. So Malu holds her mother's hand and then she gets into the water. Yes, so how was she as a swimmer? That we are going to find out in today's video. Brave mothers, brave young daughter. Doubt and fear she left behind her. So, you see, Malu, this just shows that Malu was successful as a swimmer. Yes, not just her mother, but the young daughter, young Malu has also been called brave. Yes, so both the mother and daughter are very brave. Yes, doubt and fear she left behind her. So she had a doubt. She didn't know whether she'd be successful as a swimmer or not. So this was the doubt, and what was the fear? The fear of drowning. A person who doesn't know how to swim always has this fear of drowning. Yes, so doubt and fear she left behind her. Doubt and fear Malu left behind her. She forgot about all these things. Malu swam with all her might. It didn't matter wrong or right. So here is a word might. Yes, let's just see what the word might means. The word might has two meanings. The first meaning is that it is the past tense of the word may. M-A-Y, may. And another word, might, the second meaning of this word is the power or strength held by a person. So you see, this is a quality that cannot be measured, that is not seen outside. Yes, every single person has strength. Someone has a lot of mental strength, someone has lesser mental strength. Yes, so it's the power of the body that you cannot see and power of the mind that also cannot be seen. That is what we call might. In the picture you can see this young man is trying to push this boulder on top of this hill. Yes, so he is using all his might to do that. And in our poem also we saw that Malu is swimming with all her might. She is using all her physical power to swim. Malu swam with all her might. It didn't matter wrong or right. Yes, so Malu used all her energy to swim perfectly. Here if you notice, you can see the past tense of the verb swim has been used. Yes, so she used all her might, all her power to swim perfectly, and she really didn't bother whether she was doing it right or wrong. Yes, she had just forgotten about all her doubt and fear, and she kept her mind free and she kept on swimming. Next you see, but swimming came so naturally. Her mother knew this and all could see. So she thought that she'd not be swimming perfectly. Earlier she had doubts and fears, but when she started swimming, it was so natural, as if she had been born a swimmer. Yes, so it came very naturally to her, and her mother knew this. Yes, so this is something, you see, her mother knew this because she also was a little polar bear someday. Yes, so polar bears have this ability to swim, as we have already discussed in the very first video based on this chapter, that they are good swimmers and they can swim. So that is why Malu could also swim very well. Fearless was Malu, this she knew. Not just brave, but special too. Let's just see what the word fearless means. The word fearless means to not be afraid. So this is a word which I think probably most of you already know. Yes, so a person who has no fear is called a fearless person. Here in this chapter, Malu is fearless. And in the picture also you can see there are two little kids who are not scared of swimming, and they are taking a dive. They are going to take a jump into the water. Yes, so this is what being fearless looks like. Fearless was Malu, this she knew. Not just brave, but special too. Okay, so now we get to see that Malu is a fearless swimmer. Why? Because she is no more afraid of swimming. Yes? So this is something that her mother already knew. Yes? So she's not just brave but special too. You see, students, our parents always have confidence in us. Yes, and polar bears are also parents. So they're also the parents, the love the parents have for their children is same in humans as well as in bears or any other animals. Yes, so Malu's mother had this confidence in Malu. She knew that Malu would prove to be a good swimmer, and she knew that she is not just fearless but very brave, and she's also very special. Now, why do you think Malu has been called special here? It's simply because she's loved by her parents. Every single child is special for his or her parents, right? So this is the reason why Malu has been called special. Now pay a little attention, students. In these two paragraphs that we have just now discussed, the word she has been used in both. Yes, as you can see, the word she has been highlighted in the very first paragraph, and in the second one also the word she has been highlighted. But both these words do not refer to the same person. As you already know, she is a pronoun that we use for women or the female gender. Yes, here both Malu, as she is a girl, you know, and Malu's mother, they both belong to the female category. Yes, but one she refers to, you see, the first she, in the doubt and fear she left behind her, this she refers to Malu, and the second she that comes in the second last sentence of the second paragraph, fearless was Malu, this she knew. This she refers to Malu's mother. Now it's time for you to go through a very quick recap of all the things that we have discussed in today's video. In the very beginning, we discussed that Malu proved to be a very good swimmer. Why? Because she left her doubt and fear behind and swam mightily. Because swimming came naturally to Malu. And at last we saw that Malu's mother was very confident of her daughter's swimming abilities, just like any other parent. Now that we have done the complete discussion of this poem and you've also gone through a recap, it's time for you to answer some very easy questions from this poem. So here are some very easy questions for you. Number 1 is, why has been Malu called brave? Number 2, why was Malu scared to swim? Question number 3 is a reference to context, and the statement here is, but swimming came so naturally. Based on this, you have to answer the following 3 questions. Here number 1 is, mention the source of the above quoted line. Number 2 is a fill in the blank, and it is, swimming came naturally to dash. And number 3 is, why did swimming come naturally? If you are unable to answer these questions, you can also take help from the videos which have been previously made on MALU BHALU. Now it's time for you to watch an animated video of the chapter MALU BHALU. So here it is.
MALU BHALU. The poem MALU BHALU has been translated from Hindi by Sandhya Rao. It is an excerpt from MALU BHALU by Kamla Bhasin. MALU BHALU is a little polar bear who is learning to do all the things her parents know and do. One day, Malu's mother decides to teach her swimming, but Malu is very scared as she has never swum before. Let us go through the poem to find out whether Malu does learn how to swim. High up in an icy lair lived a little polar bear. Snow white, snow bright was her mane. MALU BHALU was her name. Very soon our MALU BHALU learnt the things her parents knew. Fish to catch, big and small, Malu was a clever girl. Malu said to her mother one day, "Ma, I'm going far out to play. I want to see the things that lie there beyond the big blue sky." "A little patience, child," said Mum. "In the summer when next it comes." Summer? Patience? What a test! Malu simply could not rest. First things first, Malu's mum clasped Malu tight within her arms. Then she said, her voice was firm, "Now, my dear, you'll have to swim." "But Ma," said Malu, "what do I know? How will I? I have never swum before." "Don't worry, dear," said Malu's mother. "Do as I do, that's all," she advised her. She had no choice, no other way. Malu had to swim that day. Tight she gripped her mother's hand. Into the water splashed to land. Brave mother's brave young daughter. Doubt and fear she left behind her. Malu swam with all her might. It didn't matter wrong or right, but swimming came so naturally. Her mother knew this and all could see. Fearless was Malu, this she knew. Not just brave, but special too.